Hi! Do you like reading? Me too! My name's Rachel and this is my reading room. Come on in! Today we have a very special book indeed. It's called The Book of Blastoff, 15 Real-Life Space Missions. And it's written by Timothy Knapman and illustrated by Nik Hendersonn. In this story, we're going to learn all about real people who really went to space. Well, come on, let's go read. The Book of Blastoff, 15 Real-Life Space Missions, written by Timothy Knapman and illustrated by Nik Hendersonn. I'm looking out my window at the dark and twinkling sky. It's full of stars and planets and bright comets whooshing by. Quick, I hear the countdown. Let's get into position. Come with me and let's go on an interstellar mission. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, blast off! Sputnik 1. The satellite was first to orbit Earth. It sent out radio signals for all that it was worth. Its mission lasted 3 short weeks, and then its job was done. But it started something serious. The great space race was on. Although Yuri Gagarin was the first in outer space, the launch of Friendship 7 put the U.S. in the race. John Glenn circled Earth 3 times. He saw our planet glow, and looking up, he knew there was much farther we could go. Mariner 4 was sent to see if there was life on Mars. It took lots of pictures of a planet full of scars. Craters made by meteoroids, a world with such thin air. But still the search goes on to see if life exists out there. Neil Armstrong and Buzz Aldrin landed Eagle on the moon. Once they'd shown it could be done, we knew we'd be back soon. One small step for Armstrong, one giant leap for all. From here they stood admiring Earth, our precious blue-green ball. The Apollo 13 moonshot gave us all a dreadful scare. A tank of gas exploded. Soon the crew would have no air. The world watched as they racked their brains and found ways to survive. The mission was abandoned, but they all came home alive. No spacecrafts traveled farther than intrepid Voyager 1. Past Jupiter, then Saturn, and its mission still not done. After more than 40 years, it still calls home today, even though it's over 14 billion miles away. The Hubble telescope orbits above our atmosphere. From there, the pictures that it takes are very bright and clear. The Discovery crew released it in the perfect place, and now, because of Hubble, we can see deep into space. Round Jupiter, the giant clouds of gas and questions swirled. So off went Galileo to investigate this world. It spent 8 years in orbit, looked at asteroids as well, and dropped a probe to the planet that sent data as it fell. Cassian Huygens traveled to see Saturn and its rings. It spotted several brand new moons and more amazing things. It saw flashes of lightning and a most unusual storm that looked like a hurricane with a strange 6-sided form. The International Space Station is somewhere countries share to study things in outer space and see what happens there. The ISS is very big with room for all its crew, and every day it orbits Earth. Look up, it might pass you. The Kepler telescope was sent to find out if there are any Earth-like worlds that orbit other distant stars. Before its mission ended, it discovered, if you wondered, several Earth-sized planets, in fact, more than 100. Comets are huge chunks of ice and rock that zoom around. The probe Rosetta went to see a comet that we'd found. It took a look from orbit and, wanting to explore, sent down the lander Philae so that it could learn some more. Jessica Meir flew to the ISS with her friend Christina Koch. There was a problem with the power, so they went out to take a look. As the pair worked, folks back on Earth share much excited talk, welcoming this special first in all-female spacewalk. There's no life on Mars right now, but was there long ago? We sent a new machine to see what there is to know. The Perseverance rover, known as Percy to his friends, confirmed Mars once had water, upon which all life depends. We're going to the moon again. This time it is to stay. We'll have a gateway up in space, a moon base too someday. The Artemis space program will decide on who gets to ride Orion there. One day it might be you. Oh my goodness. To outer space and beyond. And then the story shows you all about the real journeys that people took to space. I love this story. It's so exciting to learn about people traveling to space. Well, if you enjoyed this, please be sure to like and follow along with Read Along with Rachel, where you have a book, you have a friend, and I'm your friend too. Bye!